What's up, everybody? So I'm going to go over a couple things that people have been asking me about. One is how important is gear score really when doing these mutated expeditions? And number two, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, I've got all these umbral shards now. I've got 10 different slots. What should I be upgrading? What's going to be the most beneficial for me in, the mutated expeditions? So I'm going to answer both of those questions for you guys today. So number one, how important is gear score when doing these runs? It is absolutely imperative that you guys have the highest gear score possible for doing these mutated expeditions. Now, I know on paper it doesn't really seem like it, and you're right, it really doesn't. Because, for example, this Divine Devotion, I know it's not Will of the Ancients. I've been trying to get it for the past month and a half. It's just not going to drop for me. So I said, screw it, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade my Divine Devotion, whatever. So when going from 600 to 612, I still have the same amount of focus. I still have the same percentages, even though the main stat, the percentages, all this stuff is supposed to be increasing. It doesn't increase when you just go up 10, 11, 12 points. So you're probably wondering, well, what the heck is the point in even using these shards if it's not really making a difference? And you're right. It sure doesn't seem like it, but in the mutated expeditions, everything is based off of gear score. How hard the mobs hit you, how much damage you take, how much damage you do to them. And if you're under that recommended gear score level, it's going to be way harder than it needs to be, and you're going to have a lot of trouble. So the answer to that question right away is it is absolutely important and very, very significant, the changes when you have a higher gear score. And again, if you're not meeting those requirements, it's going to be rough. It's going to be really, really rough. Mutated 1, not really that bad. Mutated 2, it's a little bit harder. But once you hit 3, 4, and you go up, it's like almost exponentially harder. It's pretty crazy. It makes a big, big, big difference if you have a higher gear score. So you're going to want to upgrade as much as you can, and get that number as high as possible. Now, number two, um, and like for PvP, I'm not sure. I don't know how much it affects PvP, so I'll have to do some research in that and maybe some testing. But as far as just the mutated expeditions, yeah, it matters. It matters a lot. All right, so next question: what should you upgrade first? Well, I was wondering the same thing. I was torn between, my weapons. I wanted to do my jewelry really quick, and I was wondering like, well, what should I start upgrading first? And then I started playing around with things, and I actually found this out, and just by accident, just trying to decide what to do, trying to decide which weapon to go with first, all that stuff, and I found this out. So check this out. So I have a 0 gear score right now, and I'm going to use all 600, for my example. So when I equip, see, you have 10 different slots that you can upgrade. You've got your head, you've got your chest, your hands, your legs, your boots. You've got your shield too, but I'm not going to use that. Your trinkets, your jewelry, and then your 2 weapons. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was assuming, and this is why you should never assume, I was assuming that each slot gave you like 10%, you know? So that's not the case. That is definitely not the case. If you equip a weapon, and I'm just going to use 600 for right now, you get a gear score of 135. 2 weapons, you guessed it, 270. But when you equip your gloves, you only get 31. When you equip your boots, 21. That is nuts. You get such a bigger jump. And I mean, it contributes so much more to your gear score. The weapons contribute so much more to your gear score than anything else. So, right off the bat, you're going to want to upgrade your weapons first thing. Definitely going to want to upgrade your weapons. And then, after your weapons are done, I'm just going to show you the rest of them. So, your weapons give you 135 each. And then your helmet, 42. Your chest, 73. And remember, guys, this is all 600 stuff. Gloves, 31. Legs, 42. Boots, 21. So the boots are the absolute lowest. And then all the jewelry, each piece gives you 40. They're all the same. And this is only $5.99, but you get the picture. 39, but it should be 40. So in a nutshell, and I'll put a graphic up here for you guys, you're going to want to do your weapons first, then get your chest up, then your helm or your legs, doesn't matter, they're both the same. Then your jewelry, and then gloves, and the very last thing you want to upgrade that's going to give you the least amount of impact on your gear score is your boots. So again, helmet gives you 42, chest 73, legs 42, boots 21, gloves 31, weapons 135, and trinkets 40. So that's the way it works, guys. It was a big surprise to me, but make sure you're not wasting any umbral shards on anything stupid, and get these weapons first, and then start working on your chest, and then go from there. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. All right, have a good day.